Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of The Danny Show. I'm your host, Daniel Cody, and this is where I give commentary and reviews on all things wrestling. Before I get into AJ Styles and CM Punk, who opened and closed the show, let me talk about some small details. It was announced that Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, who I have been enjoying playing certain things in 2K25, will be in this year's Royal Rumble, along with Obafemi, and as announced by Adam Pearce with the Vision in tow, there will be all members of the Vision in in the Royal Rumble. Also tonight, Austin Theory gets his revenge, defeating Rey Mysterio. I never got a chance to tell you guys this, but the first time I heard Austin Theory's theme, despite the fact that he is the bad guy in the heel, I have to say I kind of dig Austin Theory's theme song, although I'm more of a Rey Mysterio fan. However, all members of the Vision will be in the Royal Rumble. Hopefully Penta and Dragon Lee will also be there. We saw Natty cut a promo tonight backstage about her actions last week. And thankfully, Natalya is out and Natty Neidhart is in. Because while Natalya elevates, Natty decimates. And I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what Natty Neidhart brings to the table of WWE. We found out that also we saw a 6-woman tag team match. I gotta ask you guys a funny question. When it comes to Liv Morgan has this thing. Back in the day, as an Undertaker fan, when the Undertaker would throw punches and pound someone in the corner, the referee has a 5-count rule in traditional matches, and you have to break by 5. The Undertaker had this thing where he would punch his opponent's lights out while they were pinned to a corner, and the referee would count to 4. The Undertaker would turn and look at them, and the referee would start running for his life. The Undertaker had that effect. Liv Morgan, what she does is when she's stomping her opponents in the corner, she likes to scream, "Okay!" Yeah, it's that crazy. But I want to ask you guys a fun question. Would you enjoy, because I know people are a certain way in these days, but I want to have some fun. Would you enjoy having Liv scream at you like that and you were the referee? Or would you be just as annoyed? I don't know if I could enjoy. I know people like Liv despite the fact that she's an on-screen heel. Everyone likes her, finds her very attractive and everything. But I don't know if I can deal with the screaming. I got one good ear, people. Oh yeah, nobody knows this, but I have one good ear. So the last thing I need is Liv screaming. But she doesn't know which ear is good, because I can turn my bad ear to her and she'll never know that she's screaming in my bad ear, and that won't hurt me as much. But would you want to have Liv screaming at you, or would you be like, nah, I'm a little bit on the no thank you side. I just don't know if I can deal with the screaming in my face. Moving forward, tonight we had an awesome 6-woman tag with Liv Morgan, Raquel, and Roxanne of the Judgment Day versus Stephanie Vakir, Rhea Ripley, or should I say Rhea Ripley, and Io Sky, 2 of my favorites. Stephanie, Rhea, and Io are 3 of my favorite female wrestlers on Raw right now. What would be my other favorite is currently on vacation, and that is Bianca Belair. Hope to see her soon. Who knows? Maybe at the Rumble. A lot of people expect that Brock Lesnar will also be at this year's Royal Rumble event, which will also be cool. Moving forward, going on with that, congratulations to Rio and Stephanie for winning. Speaking of the Judgment Day, I saw a funny clip where Roxanne reacted with a, or should I say, interacted with a fan at Saturday night's main event. A fan was recording Roxanne crawling after being thrown outside of the ring, and he used pretty suggestive language, and so did Roxanne, because both of them dropped an F bomb at the same time, if you notice. So that was kind of a funny moment, and then security had to come and tell the fan to get back a little bit. But in any event, moving forward, we had all those things happen tonight, but let's talk. I think I covered all the big stuff. Let's talk about tonight's main event. We opened up the show with AJ Styles talking about his last match. CM Punk comes in and asks, "What are you doing?" Wondering if and hoping that this Saturday won't be the last time we see AJ Styles in action, because AJ Styles competes against Gunter this Saturday, and if AJ loses, he retires, and Gunter continues to build his legacy as the career killer. And tonight we got ourselves a great treat, having CM Punk versus AJ Styles, and it was for the World Heavyweight Championship. And it was one of those matches that, much like The Undertaker and Kurt Angle in 2003 in New Orleans in September, this was a good match that got screwed over thanks to Finn Balor. And now Finn Balor has ruined the entire main event. I wanted to see a decisive winner, but I guess this is one of those things that you do to protect both parties. WWE has done this many times. So to keep no one from losing momentum by losing the match, they have someone interfere just to keep both of men having momentum. And that is a move that WWE has been using for quite some time, for years, decades, as a matter of fact. And this is one of those nights. However, I'd like to see them use that move come Sunday to spare AJ Styles' career and keep Gunter alive. But I hope, all I know is I don't want Saturday to be AJ Styles' last time. But let me know in the comment section, what do you think is going to happen at Royal Rumble this Saturday? I'm your host, Daniel Cody. That's all the time I have for you today, and I will be back with another review on all things wrestling soon. And I hope by this time next Monday, AJ Styles is still active. Let's pray on it, dear God. Hope for the best, folks. See you next time.